Unleashing Your Inner Drive, Eric Thomas Perspective. Let me tell you this, have you ever felt stuck in a rut? Like you're moving forward, but it feels like you're going around in circles. You might be wondering why you can't seem to find that extra drive to achieve your goals. Well, today, we're diving into the world of motivation with a special guest who has some profound insights on unleashing your inner drive, Eric Thomas. Here's something you should know. Eric Thomas has inspired millions through his speeches and books, and today, he's sharing his perspective on how to find that elusive spark within you. You might be asking yourself, how do I get motivated? Well, let's take a look at what Eric has to say about the root cause of our lack of drive. According to him, many of us have become victims of our own thoughts. We've been conditioned to believe that success is out there somewhere, but it's not a destination, it's a journey. So we spend our time waiting for it rather than actively seeking it out. But the truth is, you don't need to wait for success. You need to create it. Here's a personal anecdote to illustrate this point. A few years ago, I was in a similar situation. I had been working at a job that didn't challenge me, and my mind kept telling me that I wasn't good enough. I spent hours scrolling through social media, hoping someone would notice me and give me a break. It wasn't until I started listening to Eric's talks that I realized I needed to take control of my life. He said, the reason you're not successful is because you're not taking action. And that's when I made a decision to change my mindset. So here's the first step in unleashing your inner drive. Shift your focus from waiting to taking action. Eric emphasizes that you have to stop looking outside for validation and instead build your confidence by proving yourself. This means setting small, achievable goals every day and celebrating each small victory along the way. For instance, if your goal is to run a marathon, start by running a mile a day. Every mile counts, and every mile brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Next, let's talk about the power of purpose. Eric believes that having a clear purpose drives your actions more than any external motivation could. When you know why you're doing something, it becomes much easier to push through the tough times. Reflect on your values and passions and think about what truly makes you happy. Eric often says, your purpose is the reason you exist, so find it. Once you've identified your purpose, align your daily actions with it and watch how it boosts your drive. Now, imagine you've set a goal to write a book, but you feel overwhelmed by the task ahead. Instead of giving up, Eric suggests breaking down the project into manageable steps. He calls this method chunking, where you divide the task into smaller, more digestible parts. For example, if writing a book requires 30 days, split those days into 3 weeks, each week focusing on a different aspect of the book. This approach not only makes the process less daunting, but also ensures you make steady progress towards your goal. Another crucial element in unleashing your inner drive is surrounding yourself with positive influences. Eric advises us to seek out people who inspire us and hold us accountable. Surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals can significantly boost our motivation. Imagine having a friend who constantly challenges you to improve and never lets you slack off. That's the kind of support system you need to keep pushing forward. Finally, let's talk about the role of failure. Eric is a master at turning failures into lessons. He says, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Many of us fear failure because we associate it with weakness. However, Eric argues that failure is actually a sign that you're trying something new and stepping out of your comfort zone. By embracing failure, you open yourself up to growth and learning. Let's take another example from Eric's life. He mentions that one of his most significant failures was being fired from a job he loved. Instead of giving up, he used that experience to fuel his entrepreneurial spirit and founded his own company, which now provides resources for thousands of aspiring speakers and entrepreneurs. In conclusion, unleashing your inner drive is a journey, not a destination. It requires a shift in mindset, a clear sense of purpose, disciplined action, positive influence, and a willingness to learn from setbacks. Eric Thomas' teachings offer a roadmap to help you navigate these challenges. Remember, you are capable of achieving greatness. You just need to believe in yourself and take the necessary steps to realize your potential. Here's something to ponder. Are you ready to make a change? Are you willing to put in the effort to unlock your true potential? Eric's words of wisdom will inspire you to take the first step. So, take a deep breath and let's commit to finding that spark within us all. Let's unleash our inner drive together.